Hi everyone, it's Jenny. I am back with a trip planning video, and this is the second time I'm filming it, so hopefully this time it'll be better. Anyway, I decided that I thought it would be useful for those of you who are regular travelers and or even if you're not, to see how I organize my travel documents. And our family loves to travel, and there's only three of us, so we do get to travel quite frequently, more than most people. And we recently found out that we love Japan. But I don't do this only for Japan. I do this for any trip that I have upcoming, going to a far off place, like not just inter-island, but like, the mainland or international. I actually found this method. I heard about it from my sister, who says her husband, which is my brother-in-law, follows this method every time that they go traveling, and it seems to work for them. So I decided to try it one time, and I found it really works for me, and it's very easy and simple to follow. I just thought I'd share it. So anyway, I purchased a couple of these portfolio kind of like notebook binder things, and I think I got them either at Long's, or which is CVS, or at Office Max. And I got two. One is in black and one is in white. And the reason why I got two is because if I am planning two trips at once, then I can start working on both at the same time. And I got two different colors because then it will help me remember which one is the one that I'm working on for each particular trip. Okay, so the good thing is you can reuse them over and over. When you're done, you can take out everything and start again. And they're in clear sheet protectors, so you don't have to remove the documents too much. So that's where I'm worried, is that if I have the documents and they're just loose in my purse or wherever, that's when I tend to misplace them. And so if they're all in one area, then I found that it's faster for me to find and easier, and at least everything is in one location. Okay, so let's get started. The portfolio looks like this, and it has these clear plastic sheet protectors that's connected, so you can just keep adding stuff in as you need them. The first thing I do, okay, so how he told me to organize it, or how my sister told me to organize it, is based off of what order things are going to happen. So if you want, you could put like your itinerary on the first page, and then that will help you remember like what order to put your documents. But I don't necessarily print my itinerary because ours is just kind of, we go on our own. We don't have a tour or anything. So I just print the documents that I need in that particular order. Okay, so the first thing I need for my trip, my upcoming trip, is my inter-island flight to Honolulu, because most times there's not a lot of flights direct from where I live to any place like Japan or the mainland. There's like one, but we don't normally take it. So I have the itinerary for my trip to the inter-island leg. And then I have, the next page would be my trip from Honolulu to Japan. And then I have here my reservation for the hotel once we get to Japan. And then I have my sister's flight information because we're going to pick her up at the airport. Then I have the next hotel that we're going to be staying at because we do have to move hotels. I can't remember which this map is for. I have to look at it more closely. I have a feeling it's a map to get to the airports. And then this is a map of Ginza. Let me see if I can show you. Um, where does it say Ginza? I think it's under this card. Tokyo Ginza map. And my friend gave that to me because she just came back from Japan, and she told me to go to this restaurant if you ever want to eat Italian food in Japan, which I thought was hilarious because hello, we love to eat Japanese food when we go to Japan, but whatever. I guess she had just gone so many times that she wanted to try something different, and she said this one was excellent. But the reason why I'm including this map, and I haven't included maps for every area, but we're already kind of familiar with Ginza, but she did point out a couple things that I wanted to make sure I had her notes on where to find things. And one of the things she told us to do was go to see a kabuki show because my mom likes that kind of stuff, so she recommended that we check out the Kabukiza, which Ginza is known for, and I think it's in this area somewhere. I'm not exactly sure. She also circled Itoya, which is a stationery store. I think it's still at the temporary location, and then I think this is the main drag. And they have the Mitsukoshi building. I think that's where you find that Bamkachin cake that I love so much. She also said that there's a washi paper store here called Kyoro, which I never heard of before. So I want to definitely check that out. And then Fujiya, which I'm not sure what's at Fujiya, but it's circled here. And then back here is a Sanrio shop that she had bought me. It's really cute. I should have brought it in here, but it's a cute Hello Kitty. Um, what is it called? Antibacterial. Like these anti-bac containers. Well, it's a cuter one because it's like roundy and it looks like Hello Kitty, and then you can hang it from your bag. So, she said she got it in this area, and then down here we have Don Quixote, which we love, and then down here is this um, Haku Hinkan Toy Park, and that's where we got all of our Pootie Cube figures last time. It looks like this. There's me. I'm inside the Maineki Neko. But they have different figures that you can take your picture at the machine, or what we did because we didn't have um everybody wasn't with us that we wanted to make Pootie Cubes for, so we got our phone and we had pictures of our friends from our phone, and we held the phone up to the camera, and we were able to get their faces printed on these little face shield pieces, and then you can purchase the animal or whatever figurine you want and then have it made for them. So we'll probably go back there and do a bunch more for us, because I think my husband already lost his and my daughter lost hers, so probably got to get more of that. We also, I'm also including a map of the subway just so I can kind of study. My husband is very comfortable in navigating through the subway system, but I am still scared. So, because as you can see, look how complicated it is, and in Hawaii, especially Hilo, we don't have this anything like this. So it tells you all the different routes and where to go, and he really wants me to feel more comfortable so that in the event we have to meet up someplace or whatever, then at least I'll kind of know how to get around. But right now, I just rely on him all the time, and partly because I don't really want to learn. I just want him to tell me where to go. Anyway, I'm going to attempt to be more independent this time. The other thing that we are planning to do is go to Puro Land, which is the Sanrio character or Hello Kitty kind of land amusement park. And I found online on their website that they had a discount coupon, and then they had some other information like how to get there. A lot of them have it, like how to get there from like subway and or whatever method, like car or whatever. So it has the directions, how to get there by train. I think it even has like the cost, and it has like other information that's good. So if you're gonna plan to go to other places while on your trips, you should kind of check out their websites because I also wanted to know what their operating hours are in case they would be closed on any of the days that we would be visiting, so that we know not to try and go there on that day. But they didn't have any blackout dates. The other place that I also printed was for the Ghibli Museum, and that I'm not going to be going there this time. I went the first time we went, but my husband is going to drop us off at Puro Land, and then he's going to take my sister to the Ghibli Museum because they both are not interested in Hello Kitty. So, we found out by going on this site that they actually have a shuttle bus from the subway station to the studio because it's kind of far to walk. Like we walked the last time and we didn't know anything about the shuttle, but they have a shuttle system. So I told my husband, "Oh, you guys should just catch that next time." So we brought the information with us so that he can reference it while they're getting ready to go. And then This is another place that I want to go to, which is Tokyo Hands. It's a craft store in Japan, and I think they have stores all over the place, but the one I know of is in Shibuya. So I'm definitely gonna hit there. If I see any others, I might check them out as we go through Tokyo. But I found this coupon online, and it says that if you bring your passport, then you can get 5% off. So I'm gonna try and see if we can use that coupon while we're there. Another place we plan on going to is the Disney Resort for Tokyo Disneyland, and this is my sister's pick of the trip. So we just to make sure again that they have what I guess the day that we're planning on going, if they're going to be open, and what are their hours that day, so that we can kind of plan accordingly. So I printed the schedule. And then we're also going to go to Mount Fuji because that was another place that my mom really wanted to go see. We were going to take a day tour at first, but now my husband, he just doesn't like tours, I guess. So we decided to scrap the tour idea and then we're just going to wing it on our own. So he figured out a way that we can catch the Shinkansen, which I'm kind of excited about because I've never caught the bullet train before. So we're gonna catch the bullet train and get to Mount Fuji area. And he said that there's this festival going on. It's called the Shiba Zakura Festival, and apparently it's like a nice park nearby the Mount Fuji area, and it during this festival, I'll see all that pink stuff. That's like a pink moss that grows and it's in bloom. Well, just so happened the week that we're there. So we're gonna hopefully try to catch that um, during that time. So, and I have space for other things that I want to include or reference while I'm on my trip. But anyway, I just thought that I would share that with you. And like I said, even when I go to the mainland, I still do something like this just to help me have all of my documents in place. So, for example, when I travel domestic, usually I'll rent a car and I need some hotel information and so forth. So I'll print all of that information in and file it in here along with my plane reservations and stuff so that again it's just all in one place. It's easy to find, it doesn't take up too much space, and at least I have that information available because the first time we went to Japan we didn't turn on our phones, our data plan. So we were kind of, it was hard because we had to like always find a hotspot or um, in our hotel room and do planning that way. Like my husband found ways of getting around it, but it made things very difficult, and we were worried that we would get separated. So now we just turn on our data plan when we go abroad, and it is expensive, but it's worth it because then while we're on the road, we can access, whatever, our email, we can access our text messages, we can Skype, we can do whatever we need to do. So, but because of that, it was kind of more critical to have the information at hand. And I think I took this around with us wherever we went. But the second time we had gone, it was a little bit more familiar, so I didn't need to take this with us. And plus, we had our data plan, so it wasn't as bad. But anyway, I am thinking that we may try to do some trip vlogging while we're in Japan. Depends on if we can figure out how to do that because I don't know how to edit videos, and my husband swears that you can edit on YouTube and it's pretty easy. So if I figure that out, we may do some of that while on the road, and then you might actually see my face. We'll see. But if not, then I will definitely be blogging every night, and I've been doing that since my first trip to Japan. If you want to read my other trip posts, I will link it down below. It was very fun and very exciting, and the more I go on trips, I try to do a blog post every day because it's not really for anybody else, although a lot of people do like to read it, but it's more for me, and it's a good good way of looking back. It's kind of like my travel diary. It's a good way of looking back on what happened, and I actually reference it because I'll go, oh, where did we get that thing from again? I can't remember what district it was or what store it was. And if I vlogged about it or I blogged about it, then at least I can go back and reference it. So now, every couple years don't always remember where I get things from, so it's a good refresher for me. So actually, before my trips, I go back and I read all my old blog posts to see if there's anything that I want to try to remember to pick up or whatever. So, um, anyway, hopefully you will join me on that journey if you are interested. People found it very exciting because we were in Japan when they had that major earthquake in 2011. So if you want to read about that, it's all in there as well. Okay, I think that's enough of me jabbering away. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!